Howdy! This is your reading for the upcoming week. Let's see what's going on with you. Last water sign for the week. It's been kind of a strange mess of readings this week, but you know, we'll see what happens. Okay. So, keep in mind these readings are general, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, please feel free to check your other placements or check on the other fine readers on YouTube, because there's a lot of talented people out there. Roles may be reversed, and cross-watchers, you're welcome here, but please remember to check your own placements because you have an influence on this stuff too. Okie dokie, what's up? So, start off, we have Seven of Wands. I like this card. A lot of people don't, but one of my friends always makes like a high ground joke, you know, from like Star Wars about the high ground. But this card is kind of, you've been defensive, you've been fighting against something. And a lot of times you're fighting for something that's right. You're protecting something about yourself. And that can be both good and bad, but in a lot of ways I think it's really good, especially in this reading. I'm getting the strong feeling that you're enforcing boundaries that you have, which is good. That might have been a problem in the past, but whoever you're dealing with now is you're making the choice to, I don't even want to say put yourself first, because I think it's making the choice to consider what makes you happy than anything else. Oh yeah, definitely. So you do have a relationship that you're considering with this, and you are setting good boundaries with it. The Devil. You are setting good boundaries with it, but if you're wondering if you're going too far, I just have to put it that way. So interesting. This is something you feel really tied to, something that's important to you. And there's also a fear you have here. You have a fear of commitment, and you have a fear of being tied down, and you're afraid of like losing yourself in this relationship. I think from your past relationships or past experiences, you might have had problems with people, you know, pushing your boundaries or taking you for granted, and you're not willing to put yourself in that position again. You have an opportunity for a new relationship here, and you're wondering if it's going to be more of the same or if it's going to be something different. So you're trying to figure out the balance in your life between being supportive of someone else and not being supportive of yourself, which are important questions to ask. But here's the cool thing. So the person you're currently dealing with actually wants to work with you. They're seeing you more as a partner than, I almost want to say object. Okay, again, these are one of those things that pop into my head. But so for some of you, you would date people, and it seems like they were more interested in having a girlfriend or a boyfriend than they were having you. Or they were more interested in getting married, than you. Like the wedding was more important than you were. Or, you know, you had a bridezilla or a groomzilla, or like a mother-in-law, father-in-law, parent-in-law zilla that like tried to take over the event and turn it into all about them instead of being all about your partnership. Do you see what I'm saying? But the person you're dealing with now is not like that. They want to work with you. They want to move forward with you. For some of you, this person might be wanting to start a business with you, but this goes back to something you are afraid of because you have that experience from the past that was so negative that it's hard for you to trust this person. And they realize that. They're, a page of wands, but they really like you. They're really into you, this newer person. For some of you too, this can be a longer term relationship, it feels like it, but you keep on comparing them to the person from your past, and you need to kind of stop that or chill on it or figure out whatever method you need to work through that and put it to rest, because this person's not like that. They're willing to step up. So let's say your car breaks down. They have no problems driving you to work while your car's getting fixed. And maybe your ex would have been like freaking out, like, oh, this is so much work. I have to drive extra 20 minutes out of my way. Blah, 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 blah. Or I'm going to have to sit in the parking lot for 15 minutes until you get off work because my shift is over before yours. Like that kind of stuff. But this person's just like, cool, we get to hang out more. Like your new person. They really like you. They also seem to be kind of mushy, which might horrify you sometimes, because you're not used to that. Like, this would be a person, you would come home and they would have flowers for you, or they would hear you say you really like, I don't know, Thai food, and then they show up and they've got like takeout Thai food for you. You see what I'm saying? There's just something going on where this new person or newer person pays attention to you and cares about you and takes you into consideration. What's hanging over you is the Lover's reversed. Yeah, so you've got those echoes from the past, and where you are right now is you've got to make the decision of whether you're going to release those past energies and realize this person you're with is not the person who you were with in the past. And don't get me wrong, you need to look for red flags. Everybody needs to look for red flags. They need to not be so like love crazed and mushy that they're ignoring things that are toxic. But this person they're not doing things that are toxic, and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You see what I'm saying? So you're like expecting them to do something toxic, and they had just like, I don't know, surprised you for your birthday, and you're like, whoa, I had a nice time. What's wrong with them? It's like that. They really are kind of what you see is what you get with them. They're stable. You have a chance for real stability with this relationship. For some of you, this isn't the one you're in right now, but it's definitely within your next 2 relationships. This person will be coming in as an opportunity for you. And you've just got to make the decision, will I release past things and be able to move forward, or won't I? And I just want to stress too, it's okay if you can't let go of things just yet. I mean, sometimes it takes a while to heal. There's also other opportunities. Yeah, so you've got that hesitance going on, that you don't know if you should jump forward or not. But that hesitance is actually a good thing for this relationship, because you guys will be able to build something deeper together. It just won't be like a flash in the pan, because you're going to take the time to actually get to know this person. In fact, this might be the kind of thing, too, where like 5 years down the line, you're still learning cool things about this person, or they're still learning cool things about you. What's hindering you, again, is that past relationship, the echoes that you had from this past person, where their emotions were the only ones that mattered in the relationship. Like, you weren't allowed to have emotions, or you were allowed to have emotions, but only ones they approved of. Like, you could be happy, but you couldn't be sad. Or you could be, tired, but only when they were tired too. Like, if you were sleepy and wanted to sleep in, and they wanted to go somewhere with your ex, they were like, no, you have to be awake. But the second you wanted to do something, they had to wake up early, they're like, no, I must sleep. You see what I'm saying? It's very, and you're expecting this with your next person or your new person. So here's the thing. You're getting over some painful stuff from the past, and that's awesome. It really is. But these fears that you have are, you got to get them under control, is what it is. And it doesn't even mean necessarily for this relationship. This relationship does look really solid, but if you keep on thinking that it's going to end, it's going to be over, you're going to sabotage it. But this is your healing, so there's that too. So this one looks good. It really does. Just, this is not the same person from your past. This is someone new, and someone who is willing to be your partner rather than your player. For some of you were dealing with a player, but that's okay. You're not anymore. Freedom! Okay, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.